Hey now, so I'm recording the third video today. I'm trying to catch up because I missed a few weeks because of tax season. So now we're on to Lou Brock. Now, Lou Brock was a very great signer on the autograph circuit. He was everywhere, very common on the show circuit. He was lived in obviously the St. Louis Cardinal, well, originally Chicago Cubs, turned St. Louis Cardinal. He had a stolen base record, 3,000 hits. Man, I think he was the first ballot Hall of Famer. I think, not sure. Whatever it is, Hall of Famer. He had a gorgeous signature. Personally, I probably met Lou Brock more than any other Hall of Famer outside the state of Michigan, like Morris, Trammell, all of them. But ignoring them, I probably met Lou Brock three times. So without any further ado, let's look at the autograph analysis of Lou Brock. So here we have my first Lou Brock signature I ever got. I know it's kind of big. I got this at the 1993 National. At the 1993 National, it's kind of personal to me because that was the show I said, okay, I'm going to try to get as many baseball Hall of Famers as possible that are living. So he was one of the first ones I got. And the signature was pretty consistent throughout his life until the last few months. So this was a typical paid signature that you would see at Lou Brock. So as you can see, let me blow this up a little bit more. So as you can see right here, you have the L, the O, the U. It's like, again, he's on a plane. The B starts up here, comes down, wraps around, and the rock always starts through the B right here, except for some rush signatures that we'll show in a little bit. So again, this is a typical signature of Lou Brock. This is my profile page picture on YouTube. This is me and Lou Brock 10 years ago. Still not a great picture of me. But again, this is a rush signature of Lou Brock. Still very similar again right here. This is rushed in person. Now, again, this was on a golf course for a golf outing. So you can see right here, nice big L, still on a plane. The B goes through there. The R is tough to see. Again, when he rushes, it was well, you didn't get as nice of a signature as you do when you sit down and pay his signature. And I actually met him one more time. I've only been to one spring training game in my life. And I was very fortunate because who did I meet there? None other than Lou Brock. And I got this signature right here. And this is a sloppy signature. He signed this for free. And he was fairly grumpy in public places. I was fortunate to get it. I was at the right place at the right time. And he was in the dugout at spring training, and all these kids were asking for his autograph. And he points to them, like, you don't even know who I am. You don't even know who I am. You don't even know what team I started on. And they're yelling, Cardinals, Cardinals, Cardinals. And I go, no, you started with the Cubs. He goes, okay, give me your baseball. And he signed this baseball for me. So, again, this is another very rushed signature of him. But, again, the big L, the O, the U, and you can see it's sort of on a point. It's kind of choppy. He signed it in his hand. I mean, the rushed signatures of him were not the best. So, I mean, the B goes down through there, but you can still see the consistency of, listen, the B starts up here, comes down, comes all the way around. And it's a pretty fluid signature, except for the K right here. So, in general, I would stay away from this baseball if I were looking to buy it, even though I knew it was good. I donated this a while ago. So, again, let's look at the PSA autograph database of his. So we look right here. This is like a common signature from the 70s on a Topps contract. And you can see right here, nice right angle of the L. You can see every letter of his name, which you should. The B starts up here, comes around, it goes through, and then the R starts right through there. So again, if I'm buying a Lou Brock signature, when he sat down and signed at shows, this was the autograph you generally were going to get, because he took a lot of pride in his sit-down signature. And again, here's like a 1970s signature. Again, a typical, very high with the L. And again, nice line. You can see almost is written very straight. Starts here with the B, comes all the way around, loops through the R comes through. And again, if you go through PSA, I don't want to look at the contracts. These are rare. But again, here, typical Lou Brock signature, nice to the right. Again, it's a little bit of an angle. Let's find a more. This is your typical, and again, this autograph is going to cost you maybe $50 on a baseball, a little bit more. He was signing throughout till the time he passed away, and that brings me to the last signing he did. And this is probably from his last signing, and towards the end, he got very safe. Again, I go courtesy of Outer Safe Facebook. You can see right here, this is a sit-down signing. He did this about 4 months before he died. His last signing, he was very sick. He lost his knees, were amputated from the knee below because of diabetes. He was sick with cancer, but he was still doing autograph signings. You could tell this was his best shot. He was very sick at the end. And so, but again, you could still see the consistencies. The L, the B starts up here, comes around, comes through, and the rock goes starting through the B. And again, I wouldn't pay for this autograph because he's so cheap, $50, $100 if I were buying him. I would actually still pay for a nicer ball, but you can still see the consistencies here. He's still trying to sign. You see, it doesn't come down like a rainbow, like sort of like what you're looking at a mantle. Here it does it. He tries to go on a level plane. So this is still a good signature of Brock, but it's just a real late in life signature. So yay, we got through. We're almost done with the Bs. Actually, we're not. We still have next is one of the most impossible signatures out there. I don't want to spoil it, but it's Dan Browthers. I've never seen. Well, we'll talk about it more later. Very, very tough. He's one of those impossible, one of the 50 I don't have. So I appreciate you sticking through watching all of these. And as always, keep collecting.